Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. On this video, we're breaking down NBA Finals Game 3 between the San Antonio Spurs and New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. The Spurs are down 0-2 in the series and facing a must-win situation. If they lose this game, the series is effectively over. No team in NBA history has ever come back from a 0-3 deficit. Today, I'm providing 3 professional player props plus my primary play on the Spurs team total. These are calculated decisions based on comprehensive data analysis, including playoff performance, situational trends, matchup analysis, and volume metrics. Let's dive into today's betting analysis for June 8th, 2026. My best pick for today is San Antonio Spurs team total over 107.5 points. This is my hybrid approach between the side and total. The Spurs can lose the game and still score 108 points, which hits this play. Looking at Spurs playoff games off of a loss, the first quarters look really good. Spot checking several games shows strong performance. Against Minnesota, they won by 4 points in the first quarter. Against OKC, they dominated the first quarter. There are multiple good spots showing strong first quarter performance off losses. I like backing the Spurs off a loss situation. The issue is all those times we're looking at, the Spurs came off a loss and then had a home game the next game. This is the first time since a Portland series that they're coming off a loss and having to play on the road. This changes things slightly, but I still like the Spurs scoring points. Current team total, 107.5 points for Spurs, and before this series started, Spurs were scoring a lot of points. Effective field goal percentage showed up in Game 1. I think the Spurs can get to 108 points today. Both teams shot in the 50s for effective field goal percentage last game, yet the score stayed really low, which is weird. The Spurs are the faster-paced team all season long. They're now down 0-2. What can they do to switch things up? I think they'll go to a more run-and-gun style, trying to tire out Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. Let De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, Julian Velasquez, and others run the floor to get fresh legs compared to the vets on the Knicks side. I like the over, but the hybrid approach, Spurs team total, is what I like most. The Spurs can still lose the game and score 108 points, which means the Knicks scored more and the over hits ultimately. That's my best pick for today's Spurs team total over 107.5 points. Player prop 1, Malal Bridges, Knicks, over 1.5 three-pointers made. The over 1.5 threes is still something I like here from Malal Bridges. You could have caught this at plus 150 for Game 2, and we didn't pull the trigger. He went 4 of 6 from 3, and the dude absolutely did exactly what we thought he would do. In Game 1, when I actually did roll with it, he didn't even shoot a 3. There's a big fluctuation, but I'm still liking it. The numbers and data points won't look all that great. The three-pointers to forward spot doesn't look great, and you could put him in as a guard, but that's mediocre either way. The point is these numbers don't look tremendous because the Spurs are a very good defense. They can defend the three-point line, the paint, and all that. This is how I see the game script coming out. First, Jalen Brunson gets attacked at the top. Then Brunson dishes to OG Anunoby and Josh Hart on the wing. Malal Bridges is that next relay pass. If they blitz Brunson at the top, and I've said this already, that's 2 defenders. Whoever is in the corner with Malal Bridges then has to shift over to Hart and shift over to OG Anunoby, and it's 1 pass to an open look in the corner. It could even happen the way we're talking about with Karl-Anthony Towns. Get it to him in the short corner in the paint, then a skip pass over the other side, or a nice little pass where we're collapsing on you, and you now have an open look. We saw at least a little bit of that in Game 2. For plus money, I'm still liking Malal Bridges. I have this way closer to an even line in terms of what we have it at. Yes, I do like the idea of Malal Bridges over 1.5 three-pointers made. Player prop 2, Karl-Anthony Towns, Knicks, over 3.5 assists. The line is getting super juiced. I still don't mind it here because I like the spot, but anything beyond minus 155 gets expensive. I have this priced out to minus 167, so some prices still stick under that margin. Karl-Anthony Towns has cashed the over in 8 of his last 10 games. In his last 10 games, he's averaging 5.4 assists per game on 6.1 potential assists. When getting 6 potential assists, he has an 83% hit rate on the season, and he's averaging 5.4 assists per game overall. At home, there are only 2 games this entire year where he doesn't get the assist. Is he doing it by a crazy margin? No. At home with 6 potential assists, he's averaged 4.3 assists. We need 4 assists today for this to cash, which is a thin, razor-thin margin. This makes a hell of a lot of sense for the spot. He gets down low in the paint, and it's tough to score on Wembanyama or against a Spurs team that's collapsing. He may get really good looks with dump-offs down low. That's Karl-Anthony Towns over 3.5 assists. Player prop 3, Steph Castle, Spurs, over 22.5 points plus assists. He's been kind of a letdown in points plus assists so far in this series. In Game 1, he finished with 20 points plus assists. In Game 2, he had 22 points plus assists. Recent games show 20, then 18. It looks like he's moving in the wrong direction. I think this could be a pretty good buy low spot for Steph Castle with this line down there. This was at 27.5 points plus assists at the end of the OKC series. Then it's moved slowly down during this series, which obviously makes sense since he hasn't been hitting his line. The scoring hasn't necessarily been there, but realistically what hasn't been there is the assisting. Game 1 had 6 assists, Game 2 had 3 assists, and recent games show 4 assists. He's not getting too many assists. The potential assists are a lot better than you'd think. In Game 1, he had 14 potential assists but only 3 assists. That's not normally going to happen. What about when he's on the road? His last 9 road games show he's averaging 29.1 points plus assists per game on the road. He turns up on the road. Let's use raw numbers he's been doing lately. About 13 field goal attempts and getting 15 potential assists per game. Bumping it down slightly to 12 field goal attempts and 12 potential assists. Check this out on the season at these numbers. 84% hit rate, if we're trying to script out or map out what we think we'll get from volume. He's going to play a ton of minutes. Already been playing a ton of minutes in the series and playoffs. At this volume, he's averaging 28 points plus assists. Tell me that is not a nice buy low spot. Even when he's not catching it, the lowest was 17 points plus assists. That was when he had 15 potential assists, but only got 4 assists. In terms of points, he shot 13 times and only had 13 points. That was just a really, really bad game. The volume should be there for him. The usage still should be there. Last game had 32.8% usage rate. I don't think we need to envision 30% usage, but if this guy goes out there and gets 30+% usage, that's 28.3 points plus assists. That's truly my thought. We should have volume, usage, field goal attempts, and potential assists. We should have a lot of volume in a buy low spot for Steph Castle. Thank you for watching this professional betting analysis. If you found this content valuable, please subscribe to the channel and enable notifications for daily professional picks. Drop a comment below indicating which play you're backing. I review all viewer comments. I'll return tomorrow with additional professional betting analysis. Thank you for watching and bet responsibly.